What's up and welcome to another YouTube video. My name is Eddie and I am still addicted to Marvel Snap, and it's time to look at another character set of variants and rank them from worst to best. We are continuing our series on the Fantastic Four. We've already done Invisible Woman and Human Torch, so next up we're going to look at The Thing, and the last one after that we have is Mr. Fantastic. So let's jump right into it. There is The Thing. The Thing is a 4 energy, 6 power card and no abilities. He is one of the cards that works with Patriot and all of that stuff, and now coming up as well, High Evolutionary. So very basic card here. I think The Thing is a fun card to play in general, but as always, we're not here to talk about the card itself. We're here to talk about the variants. And don't forget, if you guys like talking variants, make sure to subscribe, give this video a like, and as well, make sure to tell me what character should we do next. The idea I have right now is probably to do all the Spider-Man characters next to set up for Spider-Verse. But if you guys have an idea as well, let me know. We got plenty of characters left to go, and we have a playlist of all the characters we've done in the past. So one day, this series will be done, and we will have ranked every variant in the game. So let's jump right into it over here. The Thing has 1, 2, 3, oh my god, 4, 5, wow, 6, 7, 8 variants. A lot of them unknown. A lot of them are unknown. But let's jump right into it. First up is the Pixel one. Man, it's another one of those meh cards, right? Just nothing special. It's not even one of the so bad it's good. It's not even a good one. It's just one of those very not fun Pixel ones, unfortunately, in my opinion. I don't know what else to say, guys. Like, we've talked a lot about Pixels in general. This is just another one of the ones that just doesn't work for me, doesn't do anything, and I don't like, just the background's bland. It's The Thing, so I mean, obviously, even for himself as a character, there's not a lot of things that you could do detail wise to make him more exciting. He is 700 gold, which I guess if you're collecting pixels, great, but I don't know, is there anyone who does that? I don't have no idea. So I'm gonna say this is one of the bad ones. Next up is Max. As you guys know, I'm a huge fan of Max Streaks ones. This is another fantastic one. Love the style here of him. Unfortunately, the background doesn't have a lot going on. We talked about this in the past. The background's not a big deal if you split the cards multiple times and get that gold background. I'm not that kind of person. I do like keeping the cards up to legendary, and then I don't split them because I do think the backgrounds add a lot to the card. But so this for me, this one, the background's kind of lame, but the card itself, the style, I love it. I'm a huge fan of Max, his variant, Max Streaks Vanish, and the Thing one over here is a really good one in my opinion compared to the Pixel one we just saw. Next up is how do you call this one? It's not nullified. Fear Itself, that's the version. Fear Itself over here. I talk about this all the time, that I'm a huge fan when you take a character and completely drastically change them when it comes to their variants. This is exactly what they did right over here. And I don't love this one, but I do like the idea that it's very different from the other one, right? His style is very different over here. The metallic arm, the hammer here. I don't know the lore of Fear Itself, so if you guys, anyone knows, then make sure to comment below and tell me all about it. Pretty cool, I will say. Like, it's not the worst one. It's not my favorite, but it's also not the worst. This one coming in, ooh, 1200. Little expensive. Max Streak is also 1200. But I mean, it's not a bad one. I like it because it's different enough from the previous ones as well. Next up is Alex Horley. I've talked about this in the past about him too. Not a huge fan of Alex Horley's art in general, but I will say the Thing one here is actually pretty good. I think I like this one more than the other ones from him. He always aims for more realistic styles, and normally that doesn't work for me, but when it comes to a character like the Thing where he's not human, that sounds awful. He doesn't have a human face. It works a little bit better for me here. I love that the focus on that 4 right in the middle is glowing white. Very cool with the lightning in the background. He looks menacing, so it does work. I think it's better than the ones we've seen so far. And definitely one of my favorites from Alex himself, just because of the style of this one being a little bit better. This one is unknown, so still not in the game yet, so we don't actually know the cost or anything like that. Oh, this is pretty cool. I've never seen this one before, by Scott Collins. Unknown, so this one's not in the game yet. Wow, I like this one. It's a little bit sadder on the sad side. Like, you know, he's like just licking a lollipop here. It looks like he got an egg thrown on him or bird poo or something. The Thing Freak Show. I mean, it's a sad card, but it works for me in the sense that it's very different from everything we've seen here. More comic book style. I like it. I like the style. Don't like the theme behind it. It's very sad, but I like I actually do like the style on this one. Very different from the ones we just saw. A lot less menacing and a lot more the other side of the thing, right? Of him not being proud of what he looks like and everything. And there's a whole story about that too. I think this card really showcases that side of it, which I like for that variant, but still on the sadder side of things. Oh my god. This one is unknown, so not in the game yet, by Juan Ferreira. Is there a name, a theme to this one? Let me see here. Nullified. This is a nullified one. Interesting. I don't know how I feel about this one. I don't think I love it, but I also don't hate it. I kind of have to look at this a little bit more. I hate the nails. I have a huge problem with like long fingernails. Don't ask me why. It bothers me. The shoulder pad's a little weird. The face is a little weird, but the chest looks pretty cool. I like the colors. I don't know how I feel. I don't know if I like or I hate this one. I'm leaning more towards liking it, but also there's a lot of parts of me that just says like this is awful. So I don't know. This is one of those weird ones for me. I'm gonna have to think about this one. Next up we got Brian Brown. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. Yeah, I'm not a fan of this one. It's kind of boring, kind of bland. Very similar to the basic one, but worse. The colors on this one just don't do it for me. Yeah, I think this is awful. I think, I don't want to be mean. I'm not a fan. Not a fan at all. There's nothing about this card that speaks to me. Maybe just me. Maybe you guys like it. I don't know. It seems kind of bland. The colors seem a little off. Maybe it's the website. Maybe because it is unknown, so it's not even the game yet. So the discoloration is off. I don't know. Not a fan. And last up is Koren Kaiser Stone. What is the theme of this one? Is this anime? Oh, hero. Okay, so kind of like anime. Oof. Oh, this is one of those unpolished ones. This is the same one as that invisible one we talked about. Another really bad one in my opinion. He just looks unpolished, unfinished drawing here. I really hope they don't release this. What is with these? I don't want to be mean, but like, it looks like they did it with all the Fantastic Four, right? Because Invisible Woman has it. We'll talk about the Mr. Fantastic one. We haven't talked about that one yet. And now the Thing also has a hero variant. And this one is also just awful. I don't know, guys. Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm being mean here, but not a fan of a lot of these variants. Okay, so as always, now we have to look at all of them and rank them from our least favorite to our favorite. So as I do this, make sure to comment below what is your ranking to. I'm just going to do this. I'm going to do that. All right, guys, we're back here. I don't know why, but while I was trying to rank the videos, ads just started popping off with audio everywhere. So I'm going to cut that whole part out, and we're back. So now let's talk about my ranking. So you guys didn't get to see me go through the thought process of it due to the ads, but I mean, it's better to not listen to those silly ads while I'm doing it. So my least favorite is gonna be this one. There are 8 of the Thing variants, so let's go through all of them. First one is the Thing right over here, the hero variant. It's unfinished, it's unpolished, it looks like it's just like a prototype, same as the Invisible Woman and the one we're gonna talk about in the future with Mr. Fantastic. I'm just not a fan of these ones. I don't know why they decided to do these where they kind of like just half-ass the drawings and then they upload them as like a complete, I don't know. It sounds really mean, but I'm just not a fan of the way they're doing these variants. So this one, definitely my least favorite. Number 7 is the Pixel one. It's bad as well, but I mean, at least it's more completed than this one. So nothing good to say about this one either, but at least it is done. At least they've edited, like they've put a bit of work into it compared to the other one, in my opinion. Number 6, I'm being, you know what? No, I'm gonna put this one as number 6. Yeah, this one, number 6. Number 6 is Ryan Brown over here. Kind of talked about it when I said it. I'm just not a fan of this one. I think it's just bland, nothing fun, nothing exciting happening here. The colors on it just really don't work for me. It's very like on the darker side of like the shadows and everything. Like just all around him here, he looks like he's been like cut out from a green screen or something. Just not a fan of it. Another one of my least favorites. My number 5 is going to be the nullified one. I said when I saw it, the more I look at it, the more I'll either like it or hate it. I liked it at the start, but the more I like it, I am going more, the other direction where I'm liking it less and less. So I'm not a fan of this one right now. It's still right in the middle, kind of, right? Like it's still number 5, but I don't hate it, but it's definitely not a good one. It's right in the middle for me. My number 4 is the Fear itself one. I maybe if I had a bit more lore about this character, I would like it a little bit more. But I don't know. It's cool. It's fine. It's okay. It's a little too high priced for me. I wouldn't spend that much on this one. I'm also not a big player of the thing in general, but this is just one of those variants where I'm just like, yeah, it's whatever in my opinion. He looks pretty cool because he's different, but I'm also not like the biggest fan of this variant style, the Fear itself. My number 3 is going to be this one by Scott Collins. Already talked about it a lot. I really like the idea of a different theme of the card, right? So the thing himself does look like every other card, but the idea that they're going with a different direction with him, with the story behind the card, I like that a lot. So this one's high up there for me. I would love to have this one once released, as long as it's not like an ultimate variant or something. My number 2 is going to be Alex Horley, which is really surprising for me because, like I said before, Alex's variants have never been my top tier favorite ones, but for this one, it works because it's not a human face, and he looks menacing, badass. The focus on the chest with the Fantastic Four logo, everything about this for me works really well. This is definitely one of the ones that I would like to have. But my number 1, I don't think surprises anyone, is going to be Max Greek over here. Max Greek, killing it every time. When I first saw this one at the start, I said I didn't think I would finish at the top of the ranking, but having seen all the others, this is definitely my number 1. It's more of a clean, polished style. Again, the background's a bit bland, but the comic style is a bit more my type of card that I like to own. And I mean, it is a little overpriced, but I mean, the rest of them are mostly all unknown, so they could end up all being the same price. If the Alex Horley or the Scott Collins come out for 700 gold, they could probably take over as my number 1 because this one is 1200 gold. And that is my ranking of the thing. Apologize for having to edit out that middle section with all the ads running and all that. So hopefully there's no more ads. I can see one in the corner of my eyes that's about to start, so hopefully it doesn't start while we're doing this. So give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Make sure to subscribe for more variant talk. Make sure to check out my other video where we announced the World Snap. I knew that ad was coming. I told you it was coming. Make sure to check out the World Snap Federation. There's details on my previous video as well. And we've got more variants to talk about. As always, have a great rest of your day. Take care. Bye-bye.